Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode number 3 in my farmhouse makeover series, where I am sharing 4 different makeovers at my brother's farmhouse in Montana. Now today I am transforming my niece's tiny loft bedroom into a super functional space with some really neat DIYs, creative organizing solutions, and decor, and all being done on a very small budget. So here I'm just showing the before of her bedroom. As you can see, there are some things in here that are a little bit unfinished that we are going to be tackling today. There are not a lot of great organizing solutions in here, and she also has a lot of things all over her wall, and so I'm just going to be getting creative and still showing all of those things off, but I also want to do it in a way that is just a little bit more calm and peaceful, especially in such a small space. So let's go ahead and jump on into this makeover. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. So as usual, the first thing that I wanted to do in here was empty out everything from my niece's bedroom, and that way we can really start with a clean space. And I also wanted to give you a little bit of a background on her room. So this bedroom is a 5x7, and they have it set up in a loft style bedroom, which ends up being really perfect because she has like the bedroom area and all of the free time space and all the functionality down in the main area of the bedroom. And then she climbs a ladder and gets on top of her bed and is able to sleep up high at night. And then that way her bed is not taking up any of the floor space down below, but she still has a pretty functional room. And especially once we are done with all of this, she is going to have one of the coolest rooms I think I've seen. And it's just a really fun, unique space. And I really wanted to make it a little bit more grown up for her, and I think we totally nailed that in this one. So I can't wait to share the progress of this room with you guys. As you will see, my niece Keely has a ton of ribbons and just really special things that she's earned over the years that she loves displaying on her wall. So I am taking everything down, as I had mentioned earlier, just to go ahead and just start with a clean space. But I am going to be bringing a lot of those things back into the room and then finding really unique ways to display them in just a more calm way. Also, before we get too deep into the video, I did want to mention the giveaway that I have going on throughout the entire Farmhouse Makeover series. I am going to be giving away a $200 cash prize, or you can pick a box of all of my favorites, which will also equal about $200 as well. I am going to have all of the details down below on how to get entered into that, but all you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed, because this is a subscriber giveaway, and then also make sure that you comment on all 4 of the Makeover series videos. I will have all of their links down below for you guys just to make that a little bit easier for you. So good luck in that giveaway. Into one more day.
Ow!
Gosh, Jacob.
Just kidding.
Stop.
Ow!
Stop it.
And I'm always gonna try and say that it's the last time. Then you say it's what you want, but it's never, never enough. I'm living in a fool's life.
Ow!
Gosh, Jacob, stop it. So one of the spaces that I really wanted to tackle in this bedroom was to finish up the loft area up here. If you remember what it looked like right in the beginning, everything was just very unfinished and it just kind of left it feeling very unfinished. And so we wanted to do a few different things. We decided to add in some leftover flooring that they had into the loft area of the bedroom, along with some baseboards just to complete the area up there and kind of make it feel truly like a second level. And then we also ended up adding this beam that you see up here, and that was one for function to keep the mattress from moving around up there, and it also just finished off the look and just helped make that space look really finished up there and like it was intended to be that way. And then we also ended up adding some shiplap underneath the bottom of the bed, and I will link some shiplap options down below so you can get different ones off of Amazon if you wanted to achieve the same look.
That much extra. All the spare we have.
Okay, so we got the bed completely situated. We have this beam up here to really hold the mattress in and mostly just make it look finished. We have all of the shiplap put in. It made this space actually so bright. I was almost debating on whether we should paint that wall right there. Just a small little accent wall. I think it's gonna look really good, but I always get nervous when I do like big, bold things like this. So fingers crossed it turns out good. If not, it is just paint. We can always just repaint it, but I think it's gonna look really neat in here. So we're gonna paint that, then I'm gonna bring the furniture in, then we're gonna get to decorating. It's all coming together though. Ain't about what I can get, just to call you friend, my lord. I know what you said, life without your love let me clueless. I'm just gonna believe what the truth is. You're my rock, I'll never be ruthless. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Your love is amazing, your love is enough. You keep changing my life, you keep filling my cup. I want all that you are, not a part of it. That's why all I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is. I found out the gospel isn't really about what I want or what I done. It's way better than the things I set my eyes on. You kept it real with me, you been here since the mile one. Before the world you said I'm destined as your child. So wherever I run, let me walk along the path you put your light on. God, you see behind the faces that I tried on. Yeah, that's why all I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is. We have everything painted. It looks black. I promise you guys it is not black. It always looks that way for some reason. I don't know why. And it just carries your eye out just like I was thinking it would. And it also makes the shiplap pop a little bit more as well. Here you can see Kyle and our nephew Bowden were just building a cube organizer, and I wanted to choose to use a cube organizer in the space as well, of course, because I love them, but also it ended up being a little bit cheaper, and it also gave us a little bit more versatility and a little bit more space than a typical dresser would, and it also gave us the option to store her shoes in her bedroom as well. And so those are the reasons that I opted for a cube organizer. And then next my brother started working on installing the desk, and this is just a floating desk. My brother actually made this with some boards and then some metal brackets, but I think that you can find them online as well. And the reason that we ended up going for a floating desk is just to keep it feeling a little bit more minimal in the space, since we were working with a really small room, and also to offer a little bit more floor space while still being practical and giving her a desk.
Take us fishing at the local dam. We would bike down from his house, telling stories of a captain he knew from his travels to the past. The cannonballs and muskets and the weapons they used were anything but modern. So grab a brought grenades and proximity mines. Together they ran the ocean. He'd tell us, wait, what would you say if I could build a little vessel that could take us to another time and place? What would you say if the burning of the engines could be powered by the smile on your face? What would you say?
So as I'm sure you remember seeing in the beginning of this video, my niece loves adding different things to her wall. So I knew I wanted to create a designated space for her to hang up her own items, and that way it can just help make it feel a little bit more intentional and also make everything feel more calm. So that's going to be a really great tip if you have kids that are kind of getting interested in including all of their own special items on their walls. If you create a special designated space for items like that, it just makes the space look so much nicer than having everything stuck to the wall all over, and it creates that sense of calm as well. The next thing that I wanted to do was add in some coat hooks. She can use this for her towels, she can use this for her coats or belts, just whatever she wants, but I got these coat hooks from IKEA, and I'll try to link some similar ones from Amazon in case if you don't have an IKEA near you. And then once we were all done with that, I wanted to insert some clips of just making this DIY ladder. If you have been wanting to make a blanket ladder or a functioning ladder like we are using here, this is so incredibly easy to do. All you are going to do is find some 2x4s and then cut them down to size. And then once you do that, you'll just want to make sure that you sand them really well. You can add a stain if you like, and then also a poly coat will help it be a little bit more durable as time goes on. And then all you're going to do is just screw all the pieces together. It's a really easy DIY to create. It also looks extremely high-end, and it's all done on a very small budget. So we still have a bit more to get done. We have the ladder installed, and then we have, I kind of think that this is all we're doing for the most part down here as far as like on the walls and stuff. So she has some coat hooks, a place for her jewelry. This lamp is going to be a game changer because look at how much light that gives off down here. So that's going to be amazing. She loves to pin things on her wall, so she has some cork boards. And then of course she is obsessed with horses, so we have her riding boots and horses. So I think the bottom area is pretty much done. I'm getting ready to have Kyle install a bookshelf because she loves to read, and then we are going to move up to the bed area. So here Kyle and I were just starting to add a bookshelf up by her bed to store all of her books because she is such a bookworm, and I wanted to make this really easily accessible to her so that she can just reach over when she's reading at night. But I also wanted to keep it up and out of the way just to keep her room down below a little bit more minimal since she isn't dealing with a lot of extra space.
You're okay.
I'm so uncomfortable with this. So afraid I'm just gonna like fall.
You can do it.
Whoa.
Okay. Stop it. Stop.
Do you hear it cracking?
Stop, you guys.
The mice are escaping out of the wall.
If it starts to go, you gotta hold it up, babe.
If it starts to go.
And all at once I'm found and recognized. Oh, you caught me, honey, unbelievable. Now that you got me, oh, it's unmistakable. Oh, how the feels.
Whoa.
What?
Nothing.
Did it flex?
Yeah.
A lot.
No, it didn't know.
Kyle! Stop it.
What? Are you okay?
I'm good. Just like scared that I'm gonna die now. So I got this bedding from Amazon. I love it. It came in different colors, and even just adding something as simple as bedding can really change up the space. So even if you aren't doing a full-on makeover, but just wanting to freshen things up, adding some new bedding can make a huge, huge difference.
With all of Cupid's arrows, I'm flying higher with my own Romeo. Oh, how the feels. Oh, feels so real. All the emotions flood like the ocean. Oh, how the feels.
So a lot of the decor that was used in this bedroom was actually items that she already had. Now I just really found a lot of new ways to display things. So I got like different frames or different backgrounds, or even just some different organizing solutions that then I was able to add in her own decor that she already had. And it still kept things really personal and really special to her, but it also just kind of made it a new space, and it made everything look very intentional. So don't feel like you have to run out and get a bunch of new things. A lot of times you can just get creative in how you are displaying the items, and it can completely change a space on a really, really small budget. It is pitch black outside. It's been an all-day affair for sure, but I am in love with how everything turned out. It looks so good. We're about to bring Keely in and just see what she thinks of it, but I think she's gonna love it because I was able to incorporate a lot of her things that were really special to her and also make it very functional. Everything is just very calm and peaceful in here, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's her, so I'm really excited to see what she thinks of everything. So here is the before of my niece's bedroom. I cannot believe the transformation. As you can see, she didn't have a built-in ladder or anything. She also did not have enough room for her books, enough room for all of her clothes. They were just kind of spilling out of her dresser, and there was really just not a whole lot of style to the room. And here is the after. I cannot believe the difference here. Everything is so styled. I love her accent wall. I feel like it makes everything pop, and it just kind of ties everything together. And it also brings your eye up to the loft area up high. I think there is so much more floor space now. Everything is so much more functional. There's really a place for everything, and everything pulled together just really gives her room a more grown-up space, which I know she loves, being almost 12 years old. I also ended up adding a floor lamp that I forgot to mention earlier. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room, but it adds so much lighting to the bottom area of her bed. And then up high in the loft area, I feel like this is her new little oasis away from everything. She just has everything she needs. She has her books up here, brand new bedding, so comfy and cozy. And then she also has this little nightstand and lamp just to help make the bedroom area totally complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you lots of ideas, especially if you are working with a really small space. You'll have to let me know in the comments below what was your favorite part of this particular bedroom, and also let me know if you have had a favorite video of this series that you've seen so far. I'm also going to be linking my room makeovers playlist right here, so once you're done watching this video, you can click there and just start going through that playlist and see all the different transformations that I've shared on my YouTube channel so far. I hope you guys have the most amazing day. Do not forget to subscribe down below if you are not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!
I love it.
Tears, they say 1,000 words. I've heard
Oh, I see!
the